A gardener named Omar loved his horse very much. One day, his horse slipped and fell into a deep hole. Omar tried very hard to pull his horse out, but it was no use. The town was far away, and no one was passing by to help. The sun was shining brightly, and Omar started to feel very worried. "Oh Allah, please help me. I don't know what to do. Show me the way. Please help my horse," Omar prayed. He prayed and prayed, asking Allah for help. Every time it was time to pray Salah, he walked to the river a few kilometers away to make wudu. Then he prayed and made long du'as, asking Allah for help. Every few hours, he came back to the hole to feed his horse by throwing some grass down to it. After a couple of days and many hours of praying, Omar felt very sad. He thought that he might have to bury his horse alive to end its suffering. With a heavy heart, he began to pour soil into the hole. The horse filled the soil, shook it off, and stepped on it. Omar poured more soil, and the horse shook it off and stepped up again. The more soil Omar poured, the higher the horse rose. By noon, the horse was on level ground. He stepped out of the hole and started grazing in the green pastures again. Alhamdulillah, Omar was so happy. He immediately did sujud ash-shukr to thank Allah. "Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen," he exclaimed. This story teaches us something very important. When we have problems, we should not give up. We should make lots of effort, pray, and ask Allah for help. By shaking off our problems, learning from them, and stepping up, we can overcome difficulties. And when we leave the matter to Allah, He helps us in amazing ways, just like He helped Omar and his horse. It's also important to remember that not all problems will be solved just by making dua. Sometimes Allah might not solve our problems right away, even if we pray a lot. But when we keep making dua, Allah loves us even more. Even if our problem isn't solved, we will feel calmer, more patient, and happier, inshallah.